All right, let's get started in Figma. So I'm going to be using Figma to storyboard this video and actually several videos for this typography course that I'm working on. I'm in Figma right now over here, but I'll also be working off of a Google Doc with my script. So this is kind of the structure for what I'll be doing. So I'm going to make a slide or page, or I don't know what you want to call it, but the first kind of frame for this introduction part. So we've got welcome to this course on typography. This course will give you the confidence to select the best typefaces and fonts for every situation and use them to create beautiful documents and pages. So I think this is going to be a key. Probably have this as our title, big word. We'll have a nice animation that brings that into the frame. And then maybe select typefaces, create documents and pages, something like that. Yeah, maybe just create beautifully or something like that. So let's see what we can do. I'm going to get into Figma, and I'm going to make a frame. Oh, so I'm already there. I'm new to Figma, so I don't have everything completely dialed in yet, but I want to do a presentation, and this slide 16 by 9, so 1920 by 1080 is kind of a normal video size. This will be living online as a video somewhere, so I'm going to pick that and I'll make our frame here. So I want to pick a color, and I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I think I was thinking about doing something with maybe a dark red, but that might be too dark. So the other idea I had was a lighter gray, or even a lighter yellow, kind of like a cream, like a paper. And maybe I want to do this because it kind of matches with typography, even though we're going to be talking mostly about typography on screens. When you think about typography, you kind of think of old printing and stuff like that, which we'll also cover. So this might be a good choice. I'm going to make a text box here. And now this is really important because it's typography for the typography class. I don't really have anything in mind, and I got a lot of fonts here. Times New Roman would be, it's the standard font, so it'd be something good to put there. Make it as big as I can for now. Typography. Let's see how this looks. I'm going to make it a little bit lighter. Nope, I'm going to highlight this first. Not too light, but just to take a little edge off of the black. Times New Roman is fine. Another thing that I want to do, that I can do here, is go to Google Fonts, see typography, and I don't want, maybe a display, but I don't really want handwriting. Probably sans serif or serif. Maybe make this a little thicker. I don't have a favorite font. I like Poppins a little bit. What's a typography type? I like Playfair Display quite a bit as well. For something like this, maybe Baskerville, or one of the old style fonts, which is similar to Times New Roman there. I like Crimson quite a bit too. And I actually have a slides for this if I want to give it in a presentation. So I got these to work off of too. So maybe I'll just copy some of this. I had Bodoni, which I do like. Let's try Bodoni with this. I like that. We'll just stick with that. What I can do now, I like this in Figma. You can resize the box as much as you want, but the text stays the same until you highlight all of it and then make it bigger, which I'm holding down Shift and clicking the up button to bump this up by 10. I think that will be pretty good here. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to resize this box to there. And that's so that I can, let me move my microphone so that it's in front of me rather than turning. Sorry for the fussing around here. Let's do, where is this now? Our alignment up here. So I can align, and I can align here, but that's too low for me. So I kind of like it where it is right there. Typography, very cool. It looks good, I think. I want to make a rectangle around this maybe. Obviously that's not going to work. So I need to add a stroke. I'll do, again, bring this up a little bit. That looks pretty good. And then I'll, what is the best way to do this? Just put it to 0. I think that's good. I want to make this the same color. Maybe I'll even go lighter. Let's see. Let's center that a little bit. I think that looks pretty cool. I think it looks good. Another cool trick is you can just take this, again, Shift and go down. Maybe I like that. Maybe I like that for now. So let's look back at our script. Welcome to this course on typography. This course will give you the confidence to select the best typefaces and fonts for every situation and create beautiful documents. Oops. Now that's our first one. And let's call this title slide. And in After Effects, this might be all one, what's it called? Composition. But here I'm going to make a couple. I'm going to Control D, make a new one, and now I'll name this one slide 2 for now. We'll probably have this kind of loop in and these kind of, holding down spacebar to move this. This maybe pop up each letter, and then this kind of come around and highlight it, and then maybe the reverse, it'll kind of go away, and this will go away. And maybe we'll have something similar here. Maybe I'll delete this box, and then, what are my words? Select typefaces. And I want to make this quite a bit smaller now. And Control D, does that work? Control C, Control V. Oh, just does it on top. Select typefaces and let's say create beautifully. Create beautifully? I might change my mind about that eventually, but for now, I like this, I think. You never know, but I like this, I think. And I think I'll just have these kind of coming in typography, boom, select, create beautifully. And I actually, even though these are centered, I don't always like centering stuff. Let me move these like this. And I'll also, let's keep this there, kind of aligned. Another thing you can do is bring down a nice line, and I did a pretty good job, I gotta say. Oh, this is the same, okay. Yeah, I think that's close enough for what I want to do. We can also, probably should do a line here. I don't know the best way. What? I think, again, I'm still learning Figma, so some of these, I'm gonna hold down Alt, yeah, or Option. 438 is the span, so let's see if we can get something like that here. 430, yeah, about there. Okay, close enough for what I want to do. This is all just aligning this stuff. Let's delete these rulers. Sometimes they confuse me. I kind of like that, I think. Although next is a list. So let's see. I'm going to Control D again. Next we got a list. So I might change my mind here. Okay, highlight all that. Bring these down quite a bit more. Sounds cool. There, that looks cool. And then let's bring this down even more. And, or you know what? What is this, 98? Can I do a list in Figma? I should be able to do a list. Let's do a numbered list. And create beautifully is not one of these. I'll just copy and paste some of this stuff over. It's gonna be a little bit long, so I might make the box bigger, make that smaller. Yeah, these are long. Okay, let's see what we can get away with making this bigger. And I'm really zoomed out, sorry about that. I don't need you, number 4. Another thing to do that I should be doing in Figma, actually, that I should have been doing this whole time. I'm going to need to make this smaller no matter what, so let's just do that right now. And this probably is too. So the same now, okay. No, it's not. It's kind of an eye test. All right, I don't mind that, but I kind of want to move this stuff around. So what we can do is, for each of these, you can do a layout grid and a columns and 12. This is something I learned from a really good class on Figma and web design on Udemy. This is a good way to organize websites, but also anything, really. It helps to have a grid. So we got that there. let's see, let's do the same thing with this one. Let's do columns again, 12. And what did I put? 130, okay. All right. Oh, yeah, look at that. I did a pretty good job, actually. Probably because I was playing around with those rulers. So now that looks good. I'm fitting in here. Nice. And I'm going to delete this one. And now I'm going to do the same thing here. Layout grid. And all this kind of fussing around that I'm doing isn't really necessary because I'm going to redo a lot of this stuff in After Effects. But it helps to see some alignment. So like this, yeah, I'll want to move all this stuff over and kind of center it up. Still, if I center this, that's not what I want to do. Then I'm going to do like that. If I center this right in the middle of the page, it'll come down. So that's not really what I want at all. Do I have two things here? Yeah, that's why. So what I can do, I'm holding that control to select both. I'm going to control G. This is also in Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator. That puts it in a group. And now if I do this, it'll all go together. And that's actually different from what I thought it would do. That's not what I want either. Yeah. I go back out of the group. Out of the group. I want to make you little up to the line. Otherwise, it'll move the whole box. Same thing with you. Now let's do both you. G. Yeah, that's a little too far down the page for me. I feel like with typefaces, you want it to, or typefaces, fonts or text or whatever, you want to go up a little bit more. So there's more space down here. So let's see. This looks good. I think a lot of this kind of looks boring. But that's what typography is. This is a little bit boring. And I want to have good contrast on all this stuff and keep it simple for now. So I think a lot of the pizzazz will come from the animation in After Effects. But this looks clean, this looks professional, this looks cool. I like that typeface. So let's do another one. And now we've got another list, but I'm going to do it. This is maybe bad practice. I do Control G. No. Control U? How do I ungroup these? No, I just underline something. I did zoom to 100. Sorry, you guys are watching some carnage right now. All right. I'm just going to right click. I forget the Control Shift G. I'm going to do the Control Shift G to ungroup them, just so that I'm using my hotkeys so I work faster. I'm going to undo this list now. Is that what I did? No. Oops. My list is done here. Undo it. Okay. And normally in documents you should put bullets and numbers and stuff like that, but this is going to be a video, so I'm going to make it a little bit different. Overview, typeface categories. This is what's going on and going to be covered in the course. The rules, the tools, and application of what you've learned is what we're covering. So let's again come out. I want to do my grid, which I've got. I just got it turned on. And this looks okay, but kind of small. I'm wondering too if I should add more pizzazz, like some lines or something, which maybe you can play around with next. Let's make this bigger. And I'm kind of going all over the place, but I'll keep a little bit of this. 138. Let's see if we can get up to 138. It's all right. Yeah, it always brings it down lower than the way I want it. So we've got 198, 138. And I love these 8s. This would have just been what I was starting with. 78. Pretty consistent. I mean, not really. Only 2 match, but still. Title, heading, I guess you'd call it. Body text kind of organization. And then let's do one more. Where it's let's get started. Awesome. Put this in the middle, bring it down a little bit. So I'm also playing around between these lines, line, line, and then some of these are centered. Those are just kind of decisions I'm making based on what I think looks good, or the purpose for these. That might be too big. I like 138 for this. I think that's okay. Yeah. Okay, so then we got some consistency. So now we'll have, like I said, animations for all this stuff. And it's really just typefaces except for that box. So I'm wondering if I should do other boxes or lines. Like a line like this. And what was this? Thickness is 6. No, that's not right. 6. And you, what are you? 63 times 3 and 30%. Now, does that look cool or does that look stupid? Holding down shift to keep that perfectly straight. Kind of looks alright. Be cool if I could do something like that brings this back around and then shoots out. Yeah, maybe I'll play around with that. I keep turning these on and off, but I just like to see them and then not see them, so that's what I'm doing. Then let's do like this. I'll put it right where that was. Let's see how that goes. See how that is. It's alright. Is it? I think it's alright. The lightness really helps, I think. And then I'm going to Control-C, Control-V, and then drag this one over. And then I'm going to rotate this one 0. And I'm not underlining here, but I am putting a line. Do I want it to go all the way across? If I had the other one all the way across, I should probably have this one all the way across. That looks kind of fine. Yeah, that looks alright. And then we can bring back this trusty guy. Control D, maybe. Does that do it? Yeah. And now I gotta think about my darn grid again, because I wasn't doing it right already. Where did I have this? There? Of course I turned this one off, because at the edge of that second one, no, you gotta move over further, buddy. Okay. Cool. Let's turn that off so you can see what it really looks like. I think it's alright. I think it's good. And then I'm guessing we're gonna have, oh, you know what? This would be cool if I had this same thing. Like, all the way across here. I'm holding down shift so it keeps in that same line the whole time. Or you could do a horizontal line, or since this is a kind of title, Control C, Control V, grab this and drag this one all the way over. Another thing is you gotta make sure it's getting onto the slide that you want. Okay, come on. So there we go. Oh, yeah, okay. I can do that. Again, let me tweak these things off and on. Oh, wrong button. I'm scrolling and holding on Control or Command, and then scroll wheel does that. That's what I've been doing this whole time. If I was accidentally holding Alt or Option, and that scrolls up and down, apparently. Okay. I think this looks all right, actually. And that didn't take too long. A couple lines here and there gives it a little bit of structure and a little bit of something other than just words on a page, and not too distracting. And looks clean, looks professional. All right, I'll end this for now, and then we'll get into After Effects and make this.